I'm Blind, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about wellness, self-care, and navigating the world as a blind person. And today I'm going to count down 5 myths about blindness that you should know about. So number 1, all blind people see absolutely nothing. This is very untrue. Only about 10 to 15% of people who are blind are absolutely blind. Other people with the diagnosis of legally blind see variations of color, light, and shapes. For me, I struggle with contrast between one object and another object, as well as things like movement. The second one is blind people can't use smartphones. Well, I'm using a smartphone right now to record this, but there's a number of apps that you can download and accessible features that you can find on both Android and iPhones that can allow accessibility for people with disabilities so that they can fully use the phone in a more functional way. Remember that we're in 2024 and accessibility is a big part of life. So computers, phones, ATMs, all sorts of technology have built-in adaptations for people with disabilities. Number 3 is blindness means a lack of independence. So in this myth, people often believe that blind people need caretakers or support people all the time for every part of their life. Actually, some point to a ridiculous degree, but that's getting ahead of ourselves. Anyways, a lot of people who are blind live independently. I live independently. I do not have a care aide. I do not have support workers that come to my home to help me with daily tasks. I find different ways of adapting the world around me so that I can fully live an independent life. Yes, I rely on people around me for certain things like, hey, I can't see where insert object is here. So there's certain times when I know I need to ask for help, but there's other times when I have certain ways of doing things that my sighted counterparts can do. So the fourth myth that I'm going to bust today is guide dogs are necessary for all blind people. Well, I have a cane, and I find guide dogs very necessary for people who are fine using them, and I've looked into the idea of getting myself a guide dog one day. But for right now, my cane is fully supportive and functional for what I need it to be. So people who are blind and visually impaired use multiple ways of navigating the world around them. A guide dog is just a very cute little furry buddy that is one form of that technology. And the last myth that I'm going to bust is that blind people have super hearing. Now, I always joke and say that I've got supersonic hearing or that I'm like Daredevil. But what it actually is that because we're missing a very vital part of our senses, our brain starts to learn to rely on our sense of hearing, our sense of touch, smell, taste, so that we can better interact with the world around us. So it's not a matter of our ears getting better, it's a matter of our brain being trained to do so. Another thing is this isn't overnight. So if somebody automatically, suddenly goes blind, it doesn't mean that their hearing is going to be heightened right away. It's a matter of time and training your brain and your body to listen to your ears, which sounds weird, instead of relying on our eyes. So those are 5 myths about being blind or visually impaired that I thought I'd bust for you guys today. So please leave a comment down below if you have any questions or if there's any other myths that you are curious about. Please remember to like, follow, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.